All right, we are back, everybody. Icewind Dale Rime of the Frostmaiden, episode. What number are we at? 37.
2.
Oof.
If you can believe it. Welcome to Tabletop, Bob. My name is Bob. I will be your dungeon master for tonight. I have a lovely group here, even the birthday boy himself, Andrew.
Woo!
Andrew's wife said, what do you want to do on your birthday? He said, I want to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Just sad, but true.
It's not sad because we're back and we just had an epic. I think we could call it almost like a mid-season finale, right? The previous episode. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
If you haven't watched it, check that one out. Episode 36, Destruction's Light finale. So we'll get into everything, recapping, because it's been 2 weeks since we played. We'll do all that. And we'll even introduce these people again, because you may have forgotten who they all are. But, and everyone, did you remind me, is the virtual cam on so you could see this time?
Virtual cam is on.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, everybody, I've got a couple of different things coming up here on the channel. And I'm going to share some of them with you. The first thing that I'd like to share is, well, if you watched the last Candlekeep Mysteries episode on Thursday night, you know that I completed all 17 adventures. The entire book has been streamed live here on the channel. In fact, in the description, there is a link to the playlist that has all 17 adventures. And here you go. Check this out, everybody. I am going to be ranking every single Candlekeep mystery. All 17 of them. And I'm going to be I'm not eyeballing it. All right, I told the players this. I created categories. I created a very advanced metrics rating system. And I'm going to rank them all. And I'm going to come out with that video very, very soon. I wish I had a timetable for it because I don't know how long it is going to take. But I am underway right now. And my goal is to get it done by this weekend coming up. So that is coming up on the channel. You're not going to want to miss it. All right. Oh, actually, you know what? I should show you. I have the rankings. Here, take a look. This is an example. It's not the ranking. Well, there's no points there, but you'll see. So, for example, I'm going to be rating them all based on these 5 categories: story, hook, NPCs, pacing, and combat. Now, this is just an example. Again, the Joy of Extra Dimensional Spaces was fantastic, but you'll see it'll have different books, just, for each one, 1 through 5 ranking. And some of them will even gain a bonus point. What will the Joy of Extra Dimensional Spaces earn? Who knows?
Does it get advantage or disadvantage?
We'll have to find out. We'll have to find out. So all of the adventures are going to be ranked coming up this week. And I have one more thing to share with you all, if you can believe it. It's this Thursday, July 22nd, is Keep on the Borderlands. Episode 2, The Keep. So we're...
On the Borderlands.
The Keep. We made it, everybody. On the Borderlands. The Keep.
Where is it on?
The Borderlands is where it is. Yeah.
On the Borderlands.
Right. So episode 2, The Keep, on the Borderlands. On the Borderlands.
We
Not
can
gonna
finally
miss
see
it.
the graphic, and we're not oohing and ahhing. We're doing a bad job.
Oh,
Oh my god!
Oh, man.
This is so exciting.
Totally forgot to ooh and ah. Ooh.
Ooh. I oohed. There was oohing from me.
I didn't hear any ahs.
I will say.
So there's a lot coming up here on the channel. You're not going to want to miss it. So hit that subscribe button, like the videos, hit the bell icon so you know when a new video gets posted. There's a lot going on. So stay tuned. All right. Now let's jump into Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frostmaiden.
I have something.
Oh, a surprise.
I have a surprise.
Ooh!
I got my shirt.
Wow, look at this.
Awesome!
I got my shirt made. ready. First tabletop Bob merch available nowhere, but you can see all of our wonderful Icewind Dale crew here, along with Fladrian Everard, having previously been part of the crew.
That's
and the
nice.
best part is the back. I don't know if you can see the
Oh,
back.
look at you.
Nice.
Features
Wow.
where you can find out where all of the people are from.
That's fantastic,
So,
CJ.
We-
Good
we gotta-
surprise.
We gotta sell that shirt.
Well, actually,
I wanna
I
buy that
do.
shirt.
I do know someone who can make those shirts.
If you know someone who can make those shirts, we can get an exclusivity contract with them where they can be the exclusive tabletop Bob merchant to sell these things.
Yeah, maybe.
Put a link in the description.
Well, I feel like Velen should be on it.
Does this person live close to you, Bob?
Very close. Yes. Yes. In fact, I don't know why. I don't really think about that stuff, but my wife has an Etsy shop. Maybe I'll link her Etsy down below. She has tons of stuff like this, and she can make any unique design. I don't know if she can even hear me, but I'll get that link and I'll put it up on this video after we post it. So, all right, excellent, good idea, CJ. That was fantastic. All right, so everybody, let's introduce the characters, and then we'll do a little quick recap and jump into the game. Joey.
Hi, I'm playing Rogal V2, a white dragonborn paladin. Recently felt the loss of an ancient dragon. Kind of bummed out.
Yes, our Veaturis, we'll recap that a little bit too, but that was devastating for probably Rogal. Let's go to CJ.
Greetings, friends. I am Edmund Brycene, friend to elf and man. Wink. I am here in the Icewind Dale in the Five Towns, just having defeated the Chardalyn Dragon, ready to move on and continue our story, perhaps end the endless winter.
That's right. That is the new, well, not new goal, but that is the primary goal now. We go to Stefano.
Hey guys, I am playing Julius Valerian, your Eladrin elf, blade-singing wizard, who shattered that Chardalyn dragon in the previous episode. You know, it's really that last bit of damage that counts.
You did get the kill, yes.
Last hit.
You must have been proud of yourself.
Always. I am the strongest, most beautiful, and bravest party member.
And then finally, Elias, the birthday boy, Andrew.
I am Elias Dawnstrider, cleric of Lathander, emissary of the gods. I'm the spiritual leader of the group, and I have no desire to remain in the 10 towns now. I wish to bring dawn back to this place. We must not get bunkered down with these people as they rebuild their lives. We must continue with our mission.
Yeah, screw them.
Yeah.
And we also have some NPCs with us today. Dasha's not here today, but Velen will have a very minor role. Velen Harpel, the Arcane Brotherhood wizard, who's been traveling along with you. But Dasha gave me permission to do her Russian accent, so I'll try my best. And then we also have Luke, who's the NPC that Rogal had saved from one of the death lotteries. And he's been with you for a long time now, honestly, since like episode 14 or so. So
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. So Luke's grown and developed. He's shown his bravery and his honor in combat. And last week, 2 weeks ago, we played, and it was pretty devastating. It was tough. The Chardalyn Dragon met everyone at Tourmaline, where you had prepared for it. Despite your readiness, it did kind of throw you for a loop. It destroyed, big areas of the town, but you were able to stop it. Arvea Churis came out of the sky and kind of damaged its wings, but lost her life in the process. The group then finally cornered it lakeside, and you destroyed the dragon, as Stefano mentioned. Julius shattered it as the final attack. And now it's the aftermath. So let's dive in to Icewind Dale. All right, everybody. So I think I mentioned this to you. There are a couple things that I we want to wrap up here. Is there anything that you would like to do now that your combat, the dragon's over, and you kind of got a little bit of rest, and it's like the next day now? What would you like to do in the aftermath?
Obviously, I visit the corpse of Arveachurus.
Okay. Anybody else want to visit Arveachurus' corpse? I know that I think Julius tried to go look for Meltheron's gear afterwards, right?
Yeah, and you said it was gone.
Yeah, or at least you didn't see it. Yeah, it's kind of hard to find. They were flying around in the air, and who knows where things could have landed. But
Well,
I wish to go and see the dragon's corpse.
I might spend some time searching for it. This is the
Okay.
immediate aftermath, right?
this is like the next day because you all
it's the
went
next
and
day.
rested. Remember, you took a long rest at the end of last session. You stayed in a house for that night.
A
One of the
long
empty
rest,
homes.
but not a full rest.
Correct, a long rest.
Oh boy,
Why? What's wrong with the long rest?
nothing. I gotta roll some hit dice.
Oh,
we
you
leveled
did.
up, right? So you
Yeah.
get your level up.
Yeah, we also leveled up, so we are all level 7. Did anybody do something drastic, or you stayed with your classes, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, so yeah, we can do that. Why don't we start with Rogal and Elias heading to Arveachurus. Edmund and Julius, is there anything else you would like to do?
Edmund's just gonna try and stay within the city and kind of survey the scene, see what kind of help he can do to fix up stuff, or make sure that he's telling everybody that it was the Three Musketeers that were here, and that's the reason that the entire city isn't destroyed. That the Three Musketeers are the saviors of Icewind Dale, regardless of what anyone else might possibly say.
So you basically want to go around and just brag,
Well, help,
help,
actually.
and brag.
But in the act of helping, brag a little bit.
Gotcha.
Couple of size.
Did I say that I stepped on top of the corpse of the Chardalyn Dragon and held the eye in one hand and Zardarok's crown in another hand and made a speech in front of the entire people?
Yeah,
No.
I think you did. Yeah.
All right, I'm good with that. So I'm not going to brag. I already did. So I would like to find Velen and speak with her privately.
Okay. All right. All right. So you can. So we'll have you speaking with Velen, CJ going to the townsfolk and helping with the cleanup, organization of the cleanup, and Rogal and Elias going to check out Arveachurus' corpse. All right. So let's start there. Rogal and Elias. The next day, it's still dark out. It's before 10. You head out into the tundra, the few hundred yards that Arveachurus, her body, where her body finally rested. And you can see already snow covering, a thin sheet of snow covering her body. There are actually a bunch of different creatures here. There's, you kind of see some crag cats kind of entering in the area, but since you have light and you're very near a settlement, the crag cats kind of scatter away when you get there. And you can see the dragon's corpse already frozen over. What do you want to do?
I look to Regal.
Mhm. I look to Elias.
We look at each other. Shall we-
Let me see. I
Shall we say a prayer for the dragon?
I'm just sort of like lost in not like thought, but like grief. Like this ancient thing. It sort of represents like a sort of heritage of my people. I'm at a loss for words, and
Yeah.
I just sort of I approach it and I lay a hand on it, but not a lay on hand point.
No, not this time. That would be useless. But you started off this campaign where you kind of like you had some I wouldn't say scorn, or you were angry towards like your race or anything like that, but you definitely did not like the idea of embracing the sort of the stereotype of the white dragon, that they're evil and whatnot. And even though Arveaturus threatened to kill you many times, especially you,
and even had obviously like some sort of psychotic like complex with Maltheron.
Yeah.
Like she at the very end, like she defended the town.
Yeah,
and
she did.
Sort of like is almost like vindicating in a way, but at the same time, it's just very sad that she had to lose her life for it.
Yeah, and you've embraced the white dragon side since early on in the campaign, since your Minotaur kind of met with you.
Yeah.
So I can see this as a big loss.
And now seeing this and like the sacrifice, even though it may have been for selfish reasons, it was still a sacrifice. Like
she did probably save thousands of people. Yeah.
I know. I'll say, dragons are not necessarily good creatures. This dragon had reason enough to kill us, according to a normal dragon, and let us go. And in its death, it saved the town and the 10 towns. This is a redemption story of Lathander. It's also the passing of something, because the dragon is so ancient. It is known ages. It's worthy of our respect.
I like honestly hearing Elias's words. Rogal starts like crying a little bit, and like even like he puts his head up and he just tries to hide it, but
immediately your tears freeze.
Yeah.
Well,
and as he feels the tears freeze, he a little smile on his face.
Elias is also a little teary. He thinks of past times represented by the age of the dragon. The lack of the dawn. Feels hopeless.
I get on my knees and I say a prayer to Lathander in Draconic.
All right, so you say your prayers, your final words. You head back towards the town. Arveaturus' body most likely is going to remain there for quite some time because the 10 towners really have no reasonable way to get rid of it. Maybe perhaps just animals. We'll try to tear it apart, but you'll have to see. All right, so go to CJ. CJ, you're helping with the sort of the cleanup, the aftermath. Lots of buildings have been destroyed from the breath of the Chardalyn Dragon. Oris Mastu has organized everyone into a pretty good system here. He's got all the kobolds that remain working on building back that mine. He's got all the fishermen, anybody who doesn't necessarily have a job at the moment, working on clearing debris and locating and identifying bodies. And he's kind of tasked you to be in charge of doing that as well. He seems to be on point. He's given you command of all those civilian workers to clear debris.
Yeah. I do my best to instruct them and guide them and tell them where they should be clearing debris from and what trying to make sure that we're focusing on the buildings where there might be survivors, or trying to clear large areas where we need people to get through so that debris is out of the way. Trying to collect people and figure out where they are, like what they need, move people towards shelters that are available and open.
Yeah, there are a few homes that aren't being used now. You stayed in one last night, and relocating those people is going to be key because, facing the elements alone is going to be challenging.
Yeah.
Oris will come up to you throughout the day, and he'll say, we're going to have a problem when it comes to speaking with the other towns. You see, many of the other towns, like Targos and Bryn Shander, who have resources, will have to reallocate. I've already sent for some people to give messages to, what's her name? Duvesa. Duvesa is going to need to call a speakers meeting soon. I'd love to have the three of you with us.
We would love to be able to attend the meeting. I fear that we may need to perhaps go on our way to continue our adventure to try and end the endless winter, but it may be possible that we can take the time to meet you in Bryn Shander. I will have to discuss with the other Musketeers and Julius.
Oh yes, and Julius, I forget about him.
Yeah, often he is very forgettable.
Well, Oris pats you on the back and says,
Guys, that's mean. I'm just gonna say it.
well, I don't think Oris met Julius, right?
He met him, I mean, in the town.
But not,
when we were
not in
doing
the
all
previous adventures there, because that was Flair.
Yeah.
Right, okay. So Oris will say, well, we'll see what Duvesa writes back. Hopefully, we can have a meeting soon, because I'm sure Caer Konig, those of Dugan's Hole and Goodmead, and what remains of East Haven are going to need supplies and quickly. So
Yes.
if I hear anything back, I will inform you. But if not, good luck on your journey, and I hope that you do find a way to end this winter. That would be the saving grace of all that's happened.
It would be very helpful, I think. I think we may need to focus our resources on that and allow whatever help is available to help the 10 towns, as much as it might pain me to allow the Zentarum to be helpful in this situation. They may actually offer assistance that we cannot provide.
It is possible, and Nerith may get his way.
It was unfortunate.
Well, good luck. And he turns
luck
and
to you as well.
heads towards. He turns and heads back towards his work, directing some of the kobolds to moving around food provisions. All right. Last but not least, Stefano.
So, I don't know where I would. I don't know. Maybe I'd be like following her or something.
Well, you do have a house that you're staying in. I mean, you could speak
Wait.
privately with Bell in there.
Didn't you say last adventure that you're actually looking for Maltheron's wand?
Yeah, but he
I
didn't
said
find
that
it.
in the immediate aftermath. That was before we took a rest. I forgot we took a rest.
I see.
I just know I said I was looking for it, and Bob said it's not there.
You could, you couldn't find it when you searched the body the first time.
Right.
Has anyone
Um,
seen Maltheron's corpse?
The corpse was there, yes.
Okay.
The corpse was cast off, hundreds of yards away, but it was there.
Okay.
All right. So, I guess I knock on the door she's staying in, unless she's staying in the same room.
Sure, she'll have at this point in the morning, she'll have her own room. But yeah, go ahead.
I've been meaning to speak with you. Can I come in?
Of course. Come in. She sits down in the I guess this would be a spare bedroom in some family's home. Clearly not her decorations. And she sits down. You can see she's already kind of made a little bit of a workspace here. She's got books out. One of them you recognize. It's a book from the Lost Spire, written in that language that you didn't recognize.
I actually wasn't there.
Well, that you still and don't recognize. I mean, that you don't recognize. And she's, but she seems like she's been studying, and she's been reading up on the next part of the adventure.
Okay. I know who you work for. Your Arcane Brotherhood, yes?
Of course, you know this.
I'm looking for one of your maybe newer members, Nas Lantimir.
Yes, I know Ness. I've spoken about her to the group before. Perhaps not to you, but
We were traveling companions in the Sword Coast when you were recruiting her.
We were traveling companions here in Icewind Dale till she betrayed me.
What did she do?
She took something of mine, and she killed Igor, or Ivan, or Dmitri. I forget which one. She's got too many.
That doesn't sound like Nass at all.
But it is. I fear she's been under the influence of avarice.
Ah. Avarice.
Yes, which is why we must hurry. You see, I'm not the only one looking for this lost city. They are too.
You say that Avarice has taken Nass under her wing?
It seems likely that that is the case.
Well, then I need to find her as soon as possible.
Based on what your
Because-
friend Elias tells me, we could be headed the same way. We're looking for that Snowflake Island.
Yes, in the vision, she was asking for help.
Snowflake Island is called Twitter.
She was asking for help. She was on some sort of winged creature. Does that mean anything to you? Does she have access, or do any of you have access to a large winged creature?
No, we do not, but I know that the stories tell that Oriel, the Frostmaiden herself, flies on a giant rock. A large winged beast.
Why are you helping us?
I've told you. I am looking for the lost city as well. We both can benefit from this mission.
I want to know what you're after.
I am not after anything in particular. The lost city was a city of wizards that had magical powers beyond our understanding. The artifacts, the things that we could find there, could surely end this winter, and if it was I who discovered it, I would get that respect in the community, the wizards from the Arcane Brotherhood.
I do find it interesting that there are 3 of you here in Icewind Dale, and yet none of you seem to get along in any way.
Yes, there were 4 of us.
Ah, the wizard that was burned.
We were told to work together. But you see, not everyone plays by the same rules. I follow the rules.
And I don't presume you're going to tell me who is giving you those orders.
Why, the Arcane Brotherhood itself sent us here, the 4 of us.
Well, you've been a big help to us.
I have, because my intentions are pure. I am looking for a discovery of a lifetime. I do not know what Nass, your friend, looks for, but she did kill one of my kobolds. She did steal my Professor Orb, and she did head for this island, no doubt. If she or Avarice are working together, or either of them reach this city before we do, then we are unfortunately at their mercy. We must do this now.
Well, if what you say is true about Avarice and Nass, the next time I see Avarice, you won't be working with her much longer.
Oh, there's no love lost between me and Avarice.
I have one more question.
Of course.
We happened across the Id Ascendant and met up with the gnome Ceramorphs.
Yes, they are
Hey.
lovely creatures.
They spoke of you. They said you were there.
Yes, I came there. After I left your group, I went to Dugan's Hole. I saw a meteor fall from the sky. I feared it could be worse than the gnome Ceramorphs, something, other creatures, or otherworldly creatures that I have heard about, studied before. Luckily, they just wanted to get back to their ship, or get their ship back to the skies.
You don't think they have any other purpose here?
Well, I hope not. But if they do come back, we need to find this city. I am sure there are things that can protect.
I had concerns about them, but I had no choice but to hand over the crystal that fueled their ship, so they are in the skies once more.
Ah. Well then. There's not much we can do about it then. Fate has decided.
I suppose.
You should rest up, gather your friends. We should try to leave within the next day or so.
I agree. The sooner we finish up at Revel's End, the sooner we can find Ness.
Then we are in agreement about something.
Certainly. Thank
All
you
right.
for your time.
No questions? No more questions for you?
Nope.
All right. So Velen will spend the rest of the day preparing. She's going to gather some materials, and the four of you can head out whenever you're ready. Is there anything you'd like to do before leaving? You do have an undead sled wagon. Undead dog sled wagon you could use.
I have kind of a semantics question.
Mm-hmm.
I know you said like the first time you cast a spell you could do it for free.
Yeah.
But one of the spells that I took, Summon Fae, the component is a gilded flower worth 300 gold.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You need that.
I know.
There may... Could it be a different type of... Well, I guess it could be whatever we want it to be.
And it's not consumed. So I only need one of them.
You know, there might just be some sort of magical fey flower that you could find somewhere in the next adventure or two.
Alright, well in the meantime, I have it, but I won't cast it.
Okay.
Can I send a message to Trovis? I want to, cast a spell at this time.
How can you do that?
I've got sending.
Sending. Okay, great.
I just want to say 25 words or less. Trovis, it's Elias Dawnstrider. Did you survive the dragon?
Anything else? That was only, what, 20?
I think it's 9.
Oh, 9? No.
20 words.
Best wishes.
Your pal, Julius.
Your pal, Julius.
All right.
Elias.
Does he have the ability to send back?
He's allowed to send a... he can answer in a like manner immediately.
5 words.
In a like manner?
Yeah, 25 words.
Okay. So, Trovis says to you, "What? Elias? How are you talking to me right now? In fact, oh, it must be the alcohol. Yeah, I guess you could say I survived, but I'm pretty much
No, that's
Done.
it.
done." Yeah, I was watching your count. So that's what he says.
I'll relay that to the group. Trovis survived, our friend.
Oh,
He brought
Trovis.
us together.
He is
He's
Quite.
pretty. He's pretty. Pretty
He's-
much.
quite the drunk.
Pretty much what?
Well, you could imagine what he might be doing after the dragon attacked the town.
It could cause a relapse.
Well, if he's drinking,
He's
he
alive.
must be okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so I think we're all set, right? You're gonna head out. You're gonna leave the politics of Icewind Dale to Oris and the rest of the speakers.
I believe we have to.
Okay.
We are headed to Revel's End.
All right. So there was one thing that Velen had mentioned last session, and that there is a whale. She said their whale named Angajuk, who is located on the Sea of Moving Ice, kind of towards the north end. You can ask some of the Tentanners or Oris, and they'll kind of fill you in. In fact, Angajuk is pretty much I wouldn't say a celebrity, obviously, is a whale, but many of the Tentanners know of Angajuk because this whale has been actually very helpful to the Tentanners in years past. Before the never-ending winter, the whale would ferry people places. During the typical winter, when ships could not get close enough to land, the whale actually would allow them to drop off shipments and help with trade. And so now that not many ships have been coming to the Sea of Moving Ice, I think the Dark Duchess was the last one, there probably hasn't been too much work for Angajuk, but it's possible that you can still communicate with this whale, and the whale does talk, which is strange. All the Tentanners you've spoken with, Oris even mentions it, that no one thinks anything of this whale being able to talk. It's a magical whale. It's always been able to do that. It's been helping the Tentanners for over 75 years.
What's the whale's name again?
Is there any way?
Angajuk.
Yeah.
Is there any way we can figure out if the magic is any similar to Julio's?
Give me an Arcana check.
I'll do my best.
Oh.
I could say if somebody else wants to do it, that's fine, but it was your idea.
Yeah, I think I should probably go
It's
for
okay.
it. Here we go. -1.
14? Yeah, Joe, you know what? Yeah, you think this could be the same type of spell, the same type of magic that's causing these other animals to be able to talk and become sentient.
I
Although-
get some sort of sense.
Yeah, although every other person you've spoken to says that Angajuk has been doing this for a long time, 75 years, as I mentioned. So the Tentanners don't necessarily fear Angajuk, but they didn't like Julio or the other animals that have become awakened.
And there's some place you go on the sea to summon Angajuk, right? Some signal
Yeah.
you go. Yeah.
It's funny you say that. Angajuk's bell. You can get directions from the Tentanners, especially the fishermen, people who would know the area, and they'll kind of point it out to you on the map. It's again, so the Sea of Moving Ice. If you're looking at it on your map, I don't know if you are or have that. You do have that player handout. It's on the Dark Duchess was all the way to the west. That's where Joey was starting his game. Joey started the game. The Angajuk spell is more north, kind of directly north of Mayor Dualden. So it's not close. It's not close. But again, most ships, because of the ice, haven't really been able to get too far into the sea. So, heading off to Angajuk spell. Alright, so what we're going to do is the trip is from Tourmaline. It's going to be roughly like 12 miles from here. So we're going to need to do some checks with the appropriate stopping and the pacing to warm up. We'll just say we need 4 Constitution saving throws. So let's do some con checks. Just call out your numbers.
Got advantage because of the clothes. Good. 12, 11, 17, 22.
How many do we need?
You need a 10. So 11 for
Sure.
Elias, 17, 22?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Rogal, you
Alright.
fail.
I failed 1. Oh, wait, but I rolled 5 by accident.
How many total do we need to roll?
Oh, 4. So actually, Rogal, you are okay. Oh, no, you failed.
I failed
Failed
twice.
twice.
If you count the 5th roll. But
Are
I
you-
don't know how you want to do this.
Are
Is
you
it the
including
first
your
4?
charisma on this?
I'm not. Oh my god. So I don't fail any.
Okay. And does that help anybody else?
Yeah. Everyone within 10 feet of me.
Yeah. All right, so I see. Perfect. Okay, so it looks like everybody's good.
Oh,
Even Edmund. Yeah, you're pretty good. All right.
Oh, okay. I didn't roll yet.
Oh, you didn't roll? Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. I had a question.
Yeah.
So, I have this spell as a ritual, and I can move 13 miles per hour at a fast pace.
That's what spell?
Phantom Steed.
Okay.
But then I wouldn't really be traveling with the party at that point. Though.
Yeah, so do you
Yeah,
want to
that-
use Phantom Steed?
No, I could run into something in the wilderness by myself.
You can
I
still
was
ride
just-
it if you want to.
Yeah, I'm gonna ride it just to be cool.
Okay. Fair
I feel
enough.
like that should make him taste like one less exhaustion test or something. Because he's not walking, not trudging through the snow.
You're not
We're not
walking either.
trudging
You're
either.
on a wagon.
Oh,
It's being pulled by undead sled dogs. It's the cold that you're
Yeah.
taking a check for.
okay.
What does your quasi horse-like creature look like?
Julio.
It looks like Julio.
So it
Yeah.
looks like a land-based plesiosaurus.
Yep.
Oh man.
Okay. Fair
And
enough.
his name is Julio V2.
Fair enough. All right.
It's got so
We're
many
all like
relatives.
All right, I'll roll this now. All right, that's good.
You're staying close enough. You're on your own steed, but you're staying close enough to Rogal to get his bonus.
Yes.
course.
You're right outside the wagon.
All right, I'm good.
You're holding Rogal's hand as you stride along.
I'm actually striding 10 feet away exactly,
Okay. Well,
but I might be running circles around them at certain points.
you head out the next morning, and you get to the Sea of Moving Ice. You can see as you approach. We'll say you get there by the time of the end of the aurora. So there's just the tiniest bit of light, dim light remaining. And as you approach, you can see the great expanse of water, almost the entire coastline. In fact, you can even go out even further. You could walk directly on the sea at this point. The winter has really taken its toll on the water, and even the sea is standing still. You can see a couple of things as you approach, and no doubt, based on the directions that you were given and the map that you have, you can see a small structure. I'll describe it to you in a second. There you go. Yeah, so you can see a small stone cabin. It's got a little dome rooftop, and you can see that it's got some windows. All the windows face the sea. It does look though like most of the structure is covered in ice and barnacles, dormant barnacles. I'm gonna go to the map. I'll put you on the correct map here. Here we go. I'm gonna have you put your tokens down at the bottom. Can you just put them in there? At the bottom of the map.
So we're going to see Angajuk, right? We're not going to the Revel's End yet.
Yeah.
We need to find Angajuk to get to Ravel's End, right?
I thought Angajuk was going to take us to Snowflake Island.
Either. Both Revel's End. Well, Revel's End is the furthest north that you can get in Icewind Dale, all the way to the north along the Sea of Moving Ice. It's on the shore of the sea, so the very top of the map. Then the Snowflake Island, you don't know where it is really, but it's somewhere in the Sea of Moving Ice. So Angajuk may be able to help you in some way. All right, and Joey, I don't see your character. I can move you in. All right, there you're all located. You see, there's the cabin here. You also see a small little dock with a boat that's clearly frosted over, lodged in the ice. Out on the sea, Your vision is kind of obscured here, but if you get to the edge of the land here, you can probably see out ahead of you another pier, and you can see a bell hanging from that pier.
I'm interested in this hut. I'm gonna go over to this hut and knock on the door.
While they're doing that, I want to cast Water Walk as a ritual.
Okay, so you start casting for 10 minutes?
And
Sure.
I'm going to cast Comprehend Languages.
Sure. CJ, while they're casting spells, you go to check out the cabin. Now, the cabin itself, it definitely looks... I mean, it's clear that this cabin doesn't get much use. You can see that the barnacles that are frozen on the door hinges show that this place is frosted over a long time ago. But you notice that the door is slightly ajar, and that a lot of the ice that was on it has fallen off. In fact, you see footprints heading to and from this cabin. They look recent.
I draw Dearth and Nildar.
Sure.
I turn back to watch everyone still casting spells or whatever, like over in the distance.
Mhm.
And I go, shake my head, and then I like slowly push the door open.
You push the door open, and inside you can see that every surface of the area of the room and any object inside has a thick coat of frost on it, but it does look like the hearth has been used recently, and you can see that there's a bed in there as well as enough wood for another 3 days worth of fire.
I follow Edmund.
This is you can see the wood in this room.
Oh,
It's empty though. Nobody is in.
it's empty. There's nobody in here.
Correct.
I turn back to Rogala and I like shush him. I put my hand up to my mouth. I'm like shh. And then when I look around and I see that nobody's in, I like motion to him to like get out of the cabin and step out to the outside.
I raise an eyebrow and comply.
I'm going to switch over to the Roll20 view. Here we go.
So let's just do that again for everyone on Roll20 that just got to see what they're seeing.
No, it's all good. There's the
Uh,
Roll20 is not very descriptive. You know, it only shows the bed in there.
Right.
So,
yeah. So then I turn to Rogal and I point to like all the footprints on the ground, and that the door was. I mentioned the door was open, and I say, someone has been here. Someone is intending to stay here for quite a while. We should be aware in case they make their way back soon.
We leave a note for them? I say jokingly.
No. I don't know if Rogal is joking.
No, like you can't tell.
Save it for August 1st.
well, clearly this place has not been used in quite some time until very recently. You can tell most everything else is frozen over.
Yeah.
Only some of the necessities have been cleared off or warmed up.
The hearth. Did the bed look disturbed? I mean,
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So clearly someone has been staying here a bit for recently, but we should be aware if they are on their way back. I don't know where they could have gone.
Julius
Probably
and
not.
Elias, your spells go off.
Oh, great.
Okay. I turn and I'm like, sorry, what were you saying? I was busy casting a spell.
Oh, look at this cool spellcaster over here casting spells.
Muffin flies around Edmund's head and then sticks his tongue out. I thought, Muffin, don't do that. I totally told him to do that.
Muffin senses something, Julius.
Muffin, what's up?
Muffin flies over the ice and says, "Oh, look, there's fish in here.
Jumps out.
Cool.
You can see them right here." And Muffin flies over the ice. You can see that there's these rock objects in the water here. I'm going to actually move you to a picture on this map that gives you a better, more 3D view of it. So follow your tokens to the top. Actually, I can't do that, can I? Hold on. Why would they do that? That doesn't make sense. Hold on, I will show you. Just give me 1 second here.
Just this part.
Yeah, just the top part is all I want you to see.
Not
Okay.
this part.
All right.
Just this part.
Yep. Here you go. So you can see the.
so
there's that,
it's an arch.
yeah.
there's an
There's
arch.
an arc in the arch in the water of stone, and then there's that pier with the bell on it.
Oh, I'll walk across to it.
Sure, you can all walk because the ice
walk.
is very thick. You can
We've
definitely
got
support
water
yourselves.
walk anyway, so
True.
You could walk right over this part.
I'm gonna walk
I'm
right
gonna-
over that part.
I'm gonna peer into there to see what kind of fish Muffin is looking at.
I put you back on the map.
I'm gonna walk
Okay,
over here.
so you walk over to the pier, and you can, CJ, you can see that bell does not look frosted over. In fact, it looks like it's pretty clean.
I want to clang it.
Sure, you clang it. Yeah, you clang the bell.
Bong.
It makes a loud, resonant ring sound. It's a deep bell. And you also notice that there are 3 vultures that, when you ring the bell, they kind of perk their attention up. They're on the arc of the stone archway. There's 3 vultures that you now notice because you got close enough, and they seem to be ready. They kind of brace themselves, and they look down at the water.
I'm like, Muffin, get out of there.
You look down at the fish here, Julius. Give me a perception check.
Oh, whoops! I don't get advantage. Well, 2 pretty good rolls.
What'd you get?
22.
Okay, that's pretty good. You can see the fish, and Muffin points out to them and says, "Can I try one?" And you look, Julius. There are dozens of dead, floating fish here.
Oh. No, Muffin. You don't want one of those.
But I do. I really want it.
Those are dead.
What?
They're probably rotten.
They're probably playing dead.
I do not think they're playing dead.
So I can't have one.
Well, Muffin, here's the deal. You can have one if you want, but if you die of poisoning, you're gonna have to wait another hour before you come back.
All right, fine. So Muffin goes back on your shoulder. Doesn't argue anymore. What do you want to do?
I'll move over to the bell. Maybe keep an eye on those vultures.
Okay. All right. Velen is waiting at the cart. We'll say.
Back by the cabin.
Yeah. Back by the cabin. No, Velen would probably be with you. There's no reason why she wouldn't. She'll say to you all, though, and Luke is obviously also with you, too. I didn't put their tokens out, but I'm going to just leave their tokens off for now. But Velen will say to you all, do you suppose the whale comes through here in the opening?
Seems to make sense. Let us
I have-
ding his bell again.
You,
Dong.
yeah. You ding the bell again.
Do you
This
think
time-
there's-
Go ahead, CJ.
Do you think there's some sort of magical way that the bell needs to be rung? A specific object that needs to strike it, or
Luke says
I'm-
that fishermen used to talk about Angajuk all the time. They would come and ring the bell and it would help them, but I didn't hear anything about a magical device to ring the bell.
well, you are a simpleton.
That is true, and I've only left East Haven once. My whole life.
Is there
He's not
something
a-
something
He's not a
Rogal you'd like to
simpleton,
say?
Edmund. He's not
Yeah,
a simpleton.
I like no judgment, like non-verbal communication.
You give him a little push.
Yeah.
All right.
Ah.
Velen says, enough of this. We must find a way to communicate with the whale.
Can you do an Arcana check on the bell?
You can do a Arcana check, but I don't know what you're going to be looking for. What would you be trying to? It's not detect magic.
Actually, what about like an investigation check to check out the mechanism or something?
Can I cast detect magic?
It really is a simple bell.
Okay.
I want to cast detect magic on the bell, but I can't.
Because you're not a wizard. Go ahead.
He can't do it. He
I can't do it.
No, I know. I know. I meant to speak.
Can perhaps maybe we all have to strike the bell together. Maybe we have to each put our own effort into wanting to summon the thing for it to work. We cannot just have one person do it.
I'll cast detect magic. I wanted to do Arcana just to make sure it's magical first, though.
Well, that would be detect magic.
I strike the bell.
You strike the bell. Stefano, you strike the bell?
Cast detect magic.
Okay. There's no magic emanating from the bell.
Everyone, strike the bell!
Everyone takes turns ringing the bell.
I don't.
Okay. Rogal doesn't. It's fine.
Strike the bell!
I fold my arms. I'm like,
Luke!
I'm gonna
Luke! Strike the bell!
I'm gonna
Luke
walk
already-
over to the lake and look at these fish. Can I like fish out a fish?
Can you fish out a fish? Yeah,
What's
I hope
with
so.
all these dead fish? I want to
Velen, strike
investigate
the
that.
bell!
Velen and Luke both strike the bell. Rogal does not. Elias checks at the fish now. Elias, there's a bunch of dead fish there.
I don't strike the bell, but I let Muffin do it.
Can I do a medicine check on the fish? Can I take one out, dissect it, see why it might have died?
I'm going to say nature or survival. Survival, maybe, is best.
14.
You gut one of these fish, and its insides are all, like, rotted.
See? I said
This is-
Muffin.
But this is peculiar. How could they rot in this cold? And Why is this not ice? Why is this
and-
not iced over?
I look to when he says, "How could they have rot when it's so cold?" I look at Valen and I go,
Do not give me that look. I know
It
that
is-
look.
"It is perhaps dark, necrotic magic that has done something such as that to those creatures. Necromancy is the kind of thing that can cause rot.
I
even in
forget
this kind
her.
of cold.
I forget her kobolds' names that are alive right now. When she comes back, she'll set the record straight, but she yells back towards the two of them and says, "Cover your ears. Do not listen to this." Sergey, cover your ears now. So, highest passive.
I also look at Velen to see what sort of magical stuff she has on her.
She has a wand of magic missiles. She's got a couple things. I could list them out for you later, but it's not so
If
important.
there's nothing peculiar, then don't worry about it.
It's nothing out of the ordinary. So, you all have pretty decent passive perceptions, if I'm not mistaken. Julius has a pretty high one, right?
I think mine's 14.
Okay, perfect. So, you hear a group of people approaching, kind of towards where the cabin was, and they're not necessarily trying to be quiet, but you can see they're just not talking. And now that they get into view, you can see them. I'm going to put them onto the token layer. There we go. They're standing by the first dock with the boat that you can tell people used to use to get to this.
Oh my god,
This
there's
spot?
a lot of them.
All right. You
Let's
can
hide
see.
and see what they do.
Yeah, as they were approaching, would I be able to hide behind something?
Well, there's nothing really other than the arch away,
Okay.
but it's pretty big, and they saw you. They're
Yeah.
making it known. All right.
Got it.
They don't say anything, but they start to approach across the ice.
I'll
What do
hail
you
them.
do?
Hail, friends! What is
The-
your name?
Someone steps up, appearing to be the spokesperson of the group.
They look friendly.
Yeah. They're wearing cold weather clothing, so they look very similar to everyone else in Icewind Dale. Nothing really too distinguishing. Although this man, calls out to you, and he's got a very deep black beard. You can see that the men are carrying casks with them. All right, and one of them raises their hand to the others to kind of stop walking, and he says, "Hello there." He'll take a couple steps more forward, leaving his.
What does he look
his man
like?
behind.
Oh, you already
Big
said
black
cold weather
beard.
clothing.
Yeah, cold weather clothing, big black beard, and he walks forward a little bit. The rest of his men stay a couple paces behind.
Do you know how to summon the whale?
Well, we heard the bell. We thought that Angajuk had come already, but it's just you. Now listen, we're gonna need you to skedaddle. We need you out of here.
Oh, that's going to be a problem, friend.
Where's the whale? I'll just ignore that. Where is the whale? We ding the dongy bell, and there is no whale.
We were hoping the whale was here. You see, we're looking for the whale. We're trying to befriend it. And
Where are you trying to get to?
Nowhere, per se. We just want to have a word with the whale. Now, if you don't mind, we're going to need you all to leave here. Because we can't be discussing matters with the whale while others are here.
What's
I'll
in
tell
the
him.
casks, friends?
I don't think you want to find out what it is.
No,
There's-
I think I do.
Well,
God
seems
damn it.
that this may be a misunderstanding. You see, we're bringing food to the whale.
There's dead fish in here. Have you seen?
Fantastic. Can we see what you're feeding the whale?
The man looks into the hole and he says, "Oh, look at that. Seems like it's working, boys."
Yeah, I don't like the way that sounds.
Now, listen. I don't think you've heard of us, all right?
Pulling
We're the
bow
Five
off my shoulder.
Musketeers. We're the Five Musketeers. We just ended up killing a Chardalyn Dragon
Oh,
Oh
down
my
in the
God.
10 towns.
you're the ones who did that.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. You must be Julius, right?
Which one of you is?
Well, my name is Edward.
Darn it.
I am the leader of the group.
I
I'm
go to
a,
attack.
I'm a,
I have.
he says, I'm a friend to everybody.
Go on.
He says, this here, and he points to one other, he says, this is Rogal, and the shorter, it's like a shorter, maybe a
I
shorter,
shake his-
stout man, and he goes,
I try to shake his hand and I go,
well, you're kind of like 20
Yeah.
feet away from that guy, but then he goes
V1.
and he says, this is Elias, and the guy steps up and he goes, I am the spiritual leader of the group, follower of
Elliot.
Helm, follower of
Are you-
Helm.
Are you taking the mickey?
And then the last one says, this is Lucas. And he goes, hi, how's it going? Oh, and there's one more, and he goes, and that one's Solar Flare.
Oh my God. He's alive.
So we're kind of a big deal here in the Ten Towns. We've saved the town. There's really no need to fight. So if you're gonna just, do us all a favor and leave, that would be great.
Well, if you killed the Chardalyn Dragon, pull out the eye, then why do I have this?
Oh my God! Did we kill the wrong thing?
He says, "What is that?"
We killed.
And then you hear the Rogal imposter say, under his breath to the others, "This story works every time."
wait, do I hear that?
Yeah, he said it like stupidly loud enough.
I go, what story?
He like zips his mouth and just looks at you and stares menacingly.
I walk up.
Okay,
Okay.
move your token. Yeah,
Move
yeah.
your token. Yeah, get right in the middle of all of them.
Yeah.
I do.
I speak to Edward and I say, well, friend, this is the eye of the real Chardalyn Dragon that I, Julius Valerian, no affiliation with any number of musketeers, killed.
And the man who says his name is Edward, he gets a look of surprise, his eyes widen, and he says, "Wait, how did you get that? Wait,
I go, I'm Rogal.
And I speak up and I say, as he said, he was there when the Chardalyn Dragon was destroyed.
well, I don't care who you all are. We are getting that whale. Get him, boys.
You're
We're
not
going into
getting
combat.
anything.
Combat. Roll initiative,
Combat.
Joey.
They're
I
fighting
don't
us.
think
They're
they'll do
insane.
I am officially doing non-lethal damage.
Okay.
They're trying to eat the whale or something. They're hungry.
They're trying to kill it, clearly. They're poisoning it.
All right. Let's roll for initiative, Joey. What'd you get?
Oh, bam,
Back to group initiative here.
5.
5. All right. So they're going to go first, and we'll start with the leader of the group here.
He's the leader of the bunch. You know him. No, sorry.
Edmund, the leader of the
Doc-
bunch.
Donkey Kong.
All right. All right. So let's see. We've got this leader here. He takes out a. Yeah, let's see what he's got here. Yeah, he's going to take out his mace, and he's going to slam it into Rogal because you're right next to him.
Okay. What is he rolling?
He's got a. The highest he gets is a 20.
Got 20.
Yeah,
20 hit.
20 hits? Okay. He does 6 bludgeoning damage.
So 3.
So 3. Yep.
You didn't even feel it. You're
I
like,
don't even block it. I just sort of
Yeah.
like lift my shoulder up and I take it. I'm like I giggle. And
Fair enough.
honestly, my giggle freaks out everyone.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
He calls his mace Dawn Broader.
Dawn. Yeah. His name is
Houndspanker.
the Nightbringer.
The Nightbringer.
He also whistles to his group, and they start to move. These first 2 people draw crossbows and move on the end of his turn. Okay.
Kind of like, damn.
All right, that's the end of the first enemy's turn. We go to you, group.
There you go.
Yeah.
Alright. I'll walk over here and like just take that attack of opportunity. Don't even care.
And what do we got going on here? Did you roll?
Did you roll the attack of opportunity?
Oh, you took the attack. Sorry. Go ahead. Yeah, I'll do it. All right. Ooh, not gonna hit. A 6.
Alright. Yeah, I walk over to these guys. And I attack this one first. Again, if I can, I just want to like bash them over the head, knock them unconscious. First attack. Oh crap.
Well, it's the same thing.
Hey. So 22.
22 will hit.
3 plus 4. Wait, what?
3 plus all your bonuses, right?
3 plus 7, so 10 damage.
10 damage. And who you're attacking? This one or this one?
This one, the one's over here.
Right here. I'm gonna give them all names. This is gonna be this will be the Rogal.
Oh, I kind of wanted to attack the Edmund.
Oh, the Edmund is the leader.
This was the Edmund.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that was I thought that was the Elias.
His name is Edward.
Nah,
That was Edward.
that was the Edward.
Oh,
And
alright.
I've got Luke here.
Alright, I attacked the Rogal. And so 10
And then-
damage, and then I guess I'll roll another attack.
They're
And
all
we've got-
human, or do they look like different races of people?
They're all human.
Oh god.
So I've named them all. There's Flare, but it's spelled Flare. There's Edward. And then we've got Rogal with 1 A. Elias is spelled correctly. but he's the champion of Helm. And
Boggles.
Luke is Lucas.
Run A.
Can you see the nameplates?
No.
Oh, darn. Oh, okay. Well, then it doesn't really matter for you, but they're there for the stream so people can see it. All right, let's do it. Let's go to the enemies next. So, Rogal, you hurt this guy for 10, right?
Yeah, and I throw like a very lazy second swing at him.
And you miss?
I mean, unless a 10 hits.
No, 10 does not hit. Okay. So you swing at the guy and you smash into the arch. Next up, these two are going to go. This one's going to step back and take out its crossbow. Yeah, that's what he'll do. He'll shoot you, and he's going to have advantage on this roll. Because you're next to his friend. So we got 16. Not going to hit you, though. Oh, actually, yeah, he's got 2 attacks. 18 still doesn't hit you, though. I assume.
No, 19 to my AC.
Okay, fantastic. All right, we go to the group.
I'll go. I'll send Muffin in to distract. Whoops, I'm moving both of us. Well, I'm going to move here anyway. That one had a crossbow, right?
This one has a crossbow out right now, and so do
Okay.
the two behind the arch.
Alright, so I will move in. I will bonus action Blade Song.
Mm.
So, let me mark that off. Great. And I'm going to pull out my Chardalyn short sword. First attack with advantage because of Muffin's help action. I don't know why I have a +1. Oh,
I see a 26, though.
Sorry, yeah, it's a 26. I accidentally clicked Lathander's Blessing. I'm not.
That'll
using
hit. That'll hit, though. 26, yeah.
it. Okay, and I'm going to use Booming Blade with that one. Wow, that's only 5 piercing damage plus 7 thunder damage and 13 if it moves.
Okay. So 7
Uh,
thunder in addition to the 5.
And he's got to make a DC 13 con save against poison.
Ooh. Ooh, not gonna like that. Con, you said, right?
Yep.
3. Nat 1.
Okay.
Poisoned.
So he is poisoned.
Okay. I've got a little token on him. Anything else
Great.
from you?
I'm actually... yeah, I'm going to do my second attack. So one of the things I didn't realize until somebody played a Blade Singing Wizard on Candlekeep, I can actually do an attack, and my second attack can be a cantrip. So I can do extra attack with Booming Blade.
Oh, wow. I didn't
Yeah.
realize that either. Did Mike do that?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
So I messed that up. So I'll just strike him again.
Okay.
Candlekeep Mysteries on Tabletop Bob.
16.
Link in the description. Yep, that hits.
And that'll be an 8.
8. Okay. 8 more damage to the poisoned. That's Lucas. The Bizarro
Yes.
version of Luke. He says to everybody, "Hey, how come nobody's got my back?" All right. Next, we'll go to... Let's see.
I'll look at Edward and I'll say, "You're next."
The Luke has already gone. The Rogal has not gone. So the Rogal is actually going to drop their crossbow because you're so close. And they take out a great axe, which I know is not your weapon, Rogal, but that's even more fitting that it's just bastardizing your archetype here. It's going to swing to hit you.
What a jerk.
All right. First attack is going to miss. Very low. Second attack, oh my goodness. The highest is a 10. Jeez. All right. That's the Rogal of their turn. Now we go to you, group.
Does
I believe we got
Elias wanna go, or
Edmund
should I go?
and Elias.
Oh, Elias. is
I'll
going.
go.
Okay.
I'm going to stride forward to here. And I'm going to scream out, "Lathander!" And burst Radiance of the Dawn out, and we'll see what happens.
Nice.
This may kill them all, I apologize.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
DC 15 con save.
20.
Otherwise, they take 24 radiant damage.
All right, we'll start with Edward. Edward gets a
Half on a
12. Luke gets a 12. No, sorry. Edward gets a 9. There,
Fail.
Luke gets a 12. There,
Fail.
Elias gets a 12.
Fail.
There, Rogal gets a 17.
He passes.
Oh, he's so good.
And
Oh, with that
their
Constitution.
flare gets an 18.
So Flare and Regal pass and take 12. The other ones take 24.
Okay. There, Luke died. You
Died?
killed their Luke. Died. Radiant damage seared through him.
Oh my god.
Could not withstand
Violent.
the power of Lathander.
Oh god. 24 damage. Is it half if they make it?
Yeah. 12 on a pass.
Okay. There you go. Well, your turn's done.
I'll blow Shield of Faith as well. No,
Bonus.
Yeah, I'll blow Shield of Faith as well.
Really? Okay.
The other one's not a spell.
Okay. Their Flare and their Elias have yet to go. So we'll go with their Elias first. We'll also drop their step forward, drop their crossbow to take out their mace. And this is going to be their attack here. First one is on you, Elias. Oh my goodness. I rolled a nat 1 and a nat 2.
Wow.
All right. Second attack is better. I got a total of 19. I believe that hits you, right, Elias?
No, with Shield of Faith, you need a 20.
20? Oh, okay, good. So
So it works.
their Elias misses your Elias. Edmund?
I am going to stay where I am, pull out my longbow, and fire at, well, anybody who's got somebody next to them. So, Edward, look at him dead in the eye and say, "You are no friend to anyone!" And not with advantage, but
Quit.
Oh, he's done.
he's so done.
Just roll
Nat
the damage for fun.
20.
Nat 20 with the sneak attack is on. So
Oh,
ah! That's a lot. So
43.
yeah, I guess that's what that is. 43.
yeah.
Yeah,
Your
43.
arrow, I mean, is a direct shot to the head. He goes down. Their version of Flare runs off and says to you all, "I never liked them anyway." And he runs and keeps running, drops his casks, and keeps going off into the wilderness. All right, next up is he'll fire a parting shot though. Rogal,
Yeah. I attack my counterparts.
he's gonna shoot you though. He's gonna shoot you with a parting shot as he leaves. He does not hit. All right, go ahead.
I think that's it, right?
That's the end of the round. Yep. CJ, give me a dice, D20. All right, they're gonna go first.
4.
There, Rogal is going to take out close combat weapon and attack. We got 1, 2. Wow, I didn't roll higher than a 5 on any of those dice. All right, we go to the group.
I got it. I'll move here first. If I take a weapon and go like this, can I do that for free as a free action?
I didn't see what you did. Describe it.
Oh,
Switch hands.
I just switch hands. Because you
Switch
can
hands with your.
you can unsheath a weapon for
yeah,
free.
You can.
Yeah. You can switch hands. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right, cool. So the Chardalyn Shortsword is now in my offhand, and I am going to cast Shadow Blade in my main hand as
Okay.
a bonus action.
And you're attacking?
Hold on. Did both of these guys take the full 24?
This one did.
That one did? That
Yeah.
one did not? All right, cool. So I'm going to have... Actually, you know what? Muffin's going to go all the way down and distract this guy.
Rogal?
Fly in his face.
Oh, that
Flare.
guy. Okay. Fair enough.
All right. So first I am going to attack with Shadow Blade. We are in bright light, yes?
No, you're not in bright light. You're in the Aurora light, which I'd say is dim. But
take
it's
it.
actually the end of it, and so I'd imagine your Shadow Blade kind of looking really badass as the Aurora's fading. It's getting pretty pitch black out here. Only lanterns are showing light, and then your Shadow Blade comes out.
Okay. So I am going to attack this first guy with advantage because we're in dim light.
Elias, there, Elias.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
You're
17.
used to it. You've gotten used to attacking Eliases.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're oft possessed.
So
That's gonna-
That is
17,
Raquel.
That's gonna hit.
and that's gonna do 11 psychic damage.
All right, he's dead.
Nice. I'll move on to my
Who is
next.
killing these guys?
I'll move on to my next target.
It seems that way, Rogal.
I'm like shocked.
The problem is
When did we become murder hobos?
they're
They
doing
attacked us.
they're doing spell damage. You
But
can't
they're like so much weaker.
you can't non-lethally do spell damage.
I'll
I feel like all of you guys should be evil at this point.
They
hey,
attacked us. We were just standing there. We tried to talk to them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They,
dude,
they impersonated us, then tried to kill us.
but like if a
And-
child like ran
24.
Anyway,
out-
it's the power of Lathander that hurt
you're
them,
like,
not me.
11.
"Oh, this kid." Like,
They're
11
murdering a whale.
11 psychic damage.
so like again, that
He's
doesn't,
dead.
that doesn't mean like we don't have to kill them. We're just
They're
much
killing the
stronger
whale.
than they are.
And then I will use
the
the rest of my movement to go over here. And with my offhand Chardalyn Shortsword with advantage because Muffin's distracting him.
It's
Are you going to
everyone-
try and knock that one out?
No. As I walk up, I'm going to say, maybe we'll keep you alive. I've heard a whole lot about solar flare.
Wow.
So, non-lethal damage.
You hit.
I'm shocked at all.
7.
Like Rogal is like, whoa, like what happened to the companions?
Velen hits this guy with magic missile to kill him. All right, so that's the
I
end
give
of
Velen
combat.
a thumbs up.
Luke, when Rogal said to like showed any restraint, followed suit in this combat. Luke kind of went up. You know, I didn't throw the tokens down. You didn't really need them, but when Luke saw Rogal's restraint, Luke did the same. Velen from the dock, probably standing still next to Edmund, used magic missile to end that one.
I
Okay.
go to the group and I'm like, did we really have to kill them?
Unfortunately, we
No,
couldn't.
but did you see that headshot?
Okay, so he
Yeah.
just
Oh, so
I
you
mean-
saw the power of Lathander attack them. It must have been time for them.
I did not think Lathander had to kill them, or through you, Elias, personally. I am shocked by this.
it is not our place to question the gods. Are
Oh,
you questioning Lathander's goodness
I'm
and
questioning
his grace?
Three
You que-
Musketeers.
You question Lathander?
You should check yourself, Ragal.
I do not.
Before
Lathander-
you wreck yourself.
Lathander, who has
we
blessed
murdered.
yourself with new life?
First off,
Well-
Lathander is about redemption, not punishment.
I thought he was about bringing the dawn.
That's how you bring the dawn.
Well, I think that if there's anything that this encounter taught us is that the group is getting fed up, and they don't want any obstacles to stop them from achieving or ending the winter.
Regal
true.
is
Elias will say that. He will say, we must end the winter. We cannot let these
These
people
were-
around here delay us anymore.
hooligans. We're not. bringing about the winter. They were probably victims of the winter itself.
They're
probably-
victimizing the whale.
Let
They're
us
the
search their
reason these
body.
fish are dead. And I go over to one of the casks and I open it up to see what's in it.
It's labeled poison. No, I'm just
Can I
kidding.
do a medicine check on it?
We couldn't read the label from where we were.
No.
We do
No,
not need to kill these.
They're pouring poison into that hole.
I care not what they do.
Do you care what they do to that
Pointing.
poor
Keep
innocent
what they
whale?
do.
The poor.
What they do does not define my actions.
A whale
So-
is a sentient creature. It's not just an animal.
So they are dead.
What if they
and-
were doing it to a hag, Rogal?
Again, you wouldn't kill them. Like, let's be real here.
While they're arguing, I ring the bell.
Yeah, you ring the bell again, and in fact, this time, you feel the ice beneath you start to tremble. And off in the distance, about maybe 50 feet away from this hole in the ice cracks, splinters, and then from underneath, you see the head of this massive sperm whale.
Oh, Edmund, quick, kill it.
Well, guys, that was easy.
Oh.
Remember, it's Julius Valerian. Julius space Valerian.
Elias,
so-
shall we dispatch of this beast?
No, because that's what we're here for.
I'll ignore him. I'll call out.
Right.
Angajuk, is that you?
The whale kind of pokes its snout. I don't know what you call the forward part of the whale, and it pokes its head out, and you can see it's massive. I mean, it's a huge whale, and there's something attached to its back, something wooden, and it raises up, and you can see that it's got the one eye on its left side, looking at you, and it speaks, and it says, "Why, yes, my name is Angajuk." Sorry, I mispronounced it earlier, and Angajuk is going to say his real name. My name is Angajuk.
Angajuk.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Hello.
so glad to meet you.
Most people don't get my name right on the first try.
Well, you should have a talk with the 10 towners because they've been pronouncing it wrong their whole lives.
Yes, I know.
I am Julius Valerian.
I've heard. In fact, I hear really well. And I know that you saved me. These people were trying to poison me. For weeks they've been at it.
Why would they be trying to poison you? It makes no sense.
They want
Weird.
something from me. I don't even know what it is. They've called it ambergris.
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 Give me a nature check.
It's-
Oh, the whale oil. They want. You mean the oil to keep themselves warm? They want to strip you down for oil and sell for rubbing?
No, Julius, you rolled a 21 nature check. You know this is actually kind of like whale poop. It's like the scrapings from their intestines. People use it in lots of different things, including perfumes.
How do you spell it?
I believe it's ambergis.
Okay.
It's a real thing. I looked it up. I watched like a 4-minute long video on it. It's disgusting.
Ah, ambergris.
It's actually just wretched. But apparently we use it in quite a bit of things. So
You know, Edmund, that stuff is used in perfumes. Maybe you should apply some. You might smell better.
I think I smell quite fine.
well,
Not
thank
sure.
you for defeating them. They've been poisoning these waters. I've been hesitant to come by. I've heard the bell a few times, but I watch and listen.
Well,
Sorry we rang it so many times.
Yeah, that's okay.
Did they mention their names to you? These poisoners?
No, not until now, but I could hear very well. I knew which was which.
that is good. You should know.
Hey,
We are the 3 Musketeers, not 5.
Yes, but there's
And-
many more. Then 5.
And I am Julius Valerian, no affiliation.
Well, how can I help you?
We are looking for passage to perhaps 2 locations. More information about one, if you know of it, and its whereabouts, and another, we are looking for passage to a different location. Do you know of an island shaped like a snowflake?
Oh, yes. An island shaped like a snowflake?
You
don't
know what
really
a
know-
snowflake is.
I don't really know the shape of it, but I can tell you it moves around quite a bit.
Interesting.
Where
There's really only one island in the sea here.
How can an island move? It makes no sense.
I don't really know, but I do know that it's there's a real nasty creature that lives on it. So whenever I see it, I try to go deep down.
Is it a flying creature?
Yes, very scary. You can see now the whale like lumbers out of the water more, so you can see it, and its pectoral fin, it's got a huge scar, claw mark on its back, like raked its back.
Oh, what seems to have hurt you? And by the way, what is... And I kind of want to look at the thing that's kind of stuck in it.
Oh, that's my ship. You could hop in if you'd like.
Oh, okay. I thought it was something that was had injured you.
Oh, no. The scar, you mean?
No, the thing that was stuck in it. I thought it was like a harpoon or something stuck in it.
Ah, no. So it's got a big wooden... it is like the forward... What's the front part of a ship called? The
bow.
The bow? It's like the bow of a ship that is strapped to this massive whale.
Is there a picture you could show us?
I will. I'll show you the picture in a little bit.
Okay.
Hey, Angajuk. Do you know Julio?
I will show the viewers right now, though. The viewers are seeing it.
Julio lives in a lake.
I don't know
Angajuk lives
anyone
in a
named
sea.
Julio, but
It's not gonna know. Oh.
Damn
but
it.
I do have my friend here, the narwhals, and there's 2 narwhals that come up right beside him.
This is my friend Muffin.
Oh,
Muffin,
hello.
like, fly around.
I love muffins.
Well, Muffin's a puffin.
Oh,
That's-
well then.
We were also looking for passage to Revel's End. Have you heard of such place?
Revel's what?
End.
Oh, I think I have heard of that
It's a
place.
prison on the coast.
Yes, I
North
know
of
that
here.
place. Yes, I've taken people there once or twice.
We are looking for passage to there, but can you tell us more about this Snowflake Island? What can you tell us of the nature of the beast that lives there?
Oh, it's a
Is-
giant bird that tries to eat me.
Large bird. Interesting.
I do not like that bird.
Does
Is
it
there-
speak
there a-
at all?
Speak? Oh dear,
Yes.
no.
Have you heard its call or language from it?
Oh, I've heard it screech before, but most of the noise I hear is from the rider. The Frostmaiden rides this bird.
The Frostmaiden.
Oh, real.
Oh, really?
Yes,
You say.
yes.
Oh, real.
I believe this bird is a rock. So
Yes,
I've
that's what I've heard too.
How can a bird be a rock? That makes no sense.
heard. ROC.
Similar to like how the door could be a jar. Silly.
Oh, goodness.
Makes no
Well-
sense.
I could take you to the prison. I don't know if I want to go to the island, but I guess as long as we stay deep under the water.
Yes, perhaps there is a way. We do not need to travel to the island right away, but we do seek passage to Revel's End.
We'll hop on then.
How,
Well, okay.
how far from the island would you be able to take us before the...
Well, since you people are so nice and you help me get rid of these poison people, I could take you wherever you need to go.
All right. Maybe we could hit that thing if it tries to come near you. Distract it.
I don't know about that. It's pretty tough.
Well, we're pretty tough as well.
Well, all right then. Hop on.
And before we go,
I wanna-
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I was just gonna say we should loot the bodies, right?
Well, I mean, what could they possibly have that we need?
Bit of gold.
Couple copper pieces. But I would like to move the casks off of the ice onto the land, and then Elias, if you would be so kind as to send a message to someone that could collect this poison so that it does not end up in the wrong hands. Someone in Lonelywood or Tourmaline could come pick it up, dispose of it properly, not in this hole.
Perhaps we could just dump it outside the cabin here.
Well, we don't want to poison the land. It might seep into the ocean. Trying to not
Yeah, you can
poison.
push it to the land or the cabin. Either way, it's fine.
But someone should come and pick it up and dispose of it properly.
It's a
Yeah, you could send
dangerous
a-
journey for anyone
send
to
it
make
to-
at this time.
Send a note to Oris, right?
Yeah, you could send a note for us.
Yeah.
Velen, can one of your kobolds go and do that? You just staple it to its chest and send it on its way.
Elias, you can't use message or sending.
It's a level 3 spell. I don't want to use a
It's
level 3 spell
three
just for some. Just for some. Poison that
she
we could
doesn't
just leave
wanna-
in the shed.
She can send. Velen can send a kobold, but she doesn't really want to either because she only has 2 of them left.
Very well, we'll just leave the poison here. Perhaps it won't get knocked over and poison the entire ocean. It's fine.
should we just leave it right out here on the ice, perhaps, or?
Right on the
No,
dock.
we should put it in the shed.
No, we
Okay,
can
you
move
put
to
it in the shed. Sure.
I want to put it in the shed.
And
Perhaps I'll
label it
hide it
poison.
behind over a blanket or something.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can't you purify this or something, Lathander boy?
Is there purify food and drink? Perhaps make it into water. Detect.
I got rid of all those spells when I leveled up.
Is that what Elias says?
Well, that's when you prepare them. You can prepare them again.
I have
But-
not prepared such spells.
So
Very well.
you can label this poison. You can do whatever you want, purify it and whatnot. I don't care. But you move it to the cabin and you keep it somewhere where it's not going to accidentally spill into the water.
Yes.
When you are ready to board, Angajuk reveals more of the boat. It's wet because it's, insides and it's very cold. But Angajuk says, "Step inside."
Walk this way.
And I kind of apprehensively am like, it is watertight. We will not worry. There is no worry of
Step
being.
inside.
Yeah.
Oh
step inside.
dear me. Yes, I haven't explained it well enough. I apologize. When you get in, I will put up the bubble. You will be very dry.
Very well. All right. Just
Cool.
step on. Walk in. Get on the boat.
You step into this wooden, like the floor is all wet, but you step into this wooden boat, and you sit down, and as soon as everyone gets in, that includes Luke, Velen, the kobolds,
What about the sled?
I'll leave
you're
it.
gonna leave it there. The Velen, they're undead dogs, so Velen can tell them to go wherever, but
Okay.
maybe send them back to town, or to just stay here because you might come back here.
Yeah, let's have them stay here.
They'll stay here.
But
And-
not close to the poison.
Yeah, they'll guard the
guess they're
door
already
so
dead.
nobody
Yeah.
goes in.
Yeah.
So you get in, and as soon as everybody's seated, Angajuk kind of makes like a bellowing sound, and a bubble, a magical bubble, it's see-through completely transparent, starts to envelop the vessel that you're sitting in. And he says, "Now you can pass through this freely, but I wouldn't suggest it. The water's pretty cold for people like you."
Noted.
All right. Hold on to your hats. Keep your arms inside at all times. Here we go. And he dives down into the water, and you get a view that you've never seen before. You can see all the other creatures that live in here, the fish that are swimming away from the poison, the narwhals that follow this big whale around, his friends. And every time he passes some sort of, giant octopus or other different sea creature, he kind of does like a little nod and a wink. He seems very friendly.
He's very friendly.
He's talking to you still.
Hello.
He continues to talk to you from beneath. He says, it's so funny. I have only helped a few people in the last few months. Not many others come to ring my bell anymore. But it's funny, the last two people to ask me all wanted to go to that island.
Which one? The snowflake one?
Yeah, that's it.
Did they mention their names?
Yes. In fact, she was so nice. Her name was Nass.
And the other person?
No, it's you.
Oh, we're the only other person.
Yeah.
Nass was the other one.
Yes,
What
she was
can-
so friendly.
Did you take Nas anywhere else?
No, I took her right to the island. She said it was very important. She didn't want to tell me what it was about, but it was very important. I respect people's privacy.
What can you tell us about Nass?
Oh, she was such a gem.
How'd she look?
Just like all you people. She had 2 arms, 2 legs, no blowholes.
Was she holding anything? Perhaps a sphere or an orb?
She had quite a bit of things with her. And yes, that sphere. He was very, I don't want to say anything mean, but he was a bit of a jabbermouth. He couldn't stop talking.
The
sphere.
sphere?
Yes.
Elias and
Verlin.
Julius
Well,
and Velen.
Julius and Velen both look at each other. Yeah.
What?
What is this sphere, Verlin? Do you know of it? Did you not tell us of it once?
She has told you of it, I believe.
Yeah.
Your character was there. She called the orb her Professor Orb. It has information about the Netheries.
Could you tell us a bit about the nature of what the sphere was talking about?
No, he was just very. He just talked about a lot of stuff, droned on things I didn't really understand, so I stopped listening. But she was so nice. She gave me some
Yeah.
fresh octopus to eat.
Sounds delicious. Do you get a lot of knucklehead trout?
They're more in the lakes,
Mm-hmm.
from what I'm told.
How long ago did Nass travel to this island? Do you know?
Oh, yeah, it must have been what was it, a few weeks ago now.
A few weeks.
Yes.
Did she mention a request for a return trip?
No, but I did tell her, like I tell all my guests, if you could just make a loud enough noise, I'll come find you.
And she had not made any sort of noise
No.
that you could. Okay.
No.
How close did you get her to the island?
I got her right up to it. In fact, she told me to go when the aurora was happening. That's the safest time. Because the Frostmaiden and her rock aren't home.
In my dream, there was someone imprisoned on this island. Perhaps she is still there.
Oh dear. I hope she's okay.
We shall see.
I mean, guys, Avarice seemed pretty hell-bent about getting that orb. We don't want Avarice to get that orb, so, Rebels End, let's go. And then,
Oh, she was
Right over.
talking about someone named Avarice.
really?
Yes, I don't remember what she said, but she didn't really like that one.
We don't like her much either.
I mean, I
Oh.
liked her for a little bit.
Oh dear. Well, I
That
hope
was
nothing.
before-
I hope nothing has happened to her. She was so friendly.
I tell Angajuk, I would like to, I'm not going to be able to do it, but I'd like to give Angajuk a description of Avarice, just in case Avarice shows up looking for a ride to the passage.
I won't take her anywhere. You have my word. If you're friends of Nass, I won't take Avarice anywhere.
Angajuk, I gotta say something, man. Other than my pal Muffin, you're the coolest guy I met in Icewind Dale so far.
Oh, that means a lot. Thank you very much. And you can see the picture here. I've showed it to the viewers now for a while, but I did send it to you, correct?
No.
Oh, well, here you go. Here's the artwork. It's really cool.
Oh, that's way cool.
Yeah, there is a little art on the map, but it's not great. The one in the actual player handout, it's really cool. So you're on that boat that's like encircled by this magical bubble force field, and you got little friendly narwhals coming along for the ride.
I want to ask Angajuk. So how did you get the ability to speak?
Ah, that's a great question. You see, I was friends with someone named Anga.
Ah,
She made me like this.
When was this?
Oh, this was a long time ago. She used to live in that cabin by the bell.
Oh. What
Yeah.
type of a person was she?
Yeah, was Anga a nice person too?
One of the nicest. Right up there with Nass. Yep.
Do you know if Anga's still with us?
No, I don't know. I haven't seen her in a long time. I'm assuming, like many of you, she doesn't live too long. I'm almost 200.
How long did Julio say that he was like sentient for?
Well, that was recent. That was only like a
That's
few months.
weeks. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah. Angajuke's been this way for 75 years.
So I tell Angajuk, it seems that somebody out there, whether it's Anga or someone otherwise, is bringing sentience. Well, not sentience. You're all sentient, but allowing speech to many creatures.
Well, I'm very sentimental.
Ah, I'm pretty sentimental too, but
Well,
I miss my home.
we're about here. I hope I could bring you to your home one day. The trip is over. Angajuk rises above, crashes through. You can see the bow of the boat kind of breaks the ice for Angajuk, and you pop up, and you're at the most northern tip of Icewind Dale, Revel's End, and you can see as you approach this huge fortress kind of built into the cliffside of the Ragged Glacier. And I'm going to show you the picture of it. And I think that's where we're going to end the stream for tonight. But you can
I thought we
see...
went to the island.
Yep.
We're going to
No,
Revel's End.
Revel's End, right?
Oh, we're going to Rebel's End first. Okay.
And
Yeah.
hey, I'd love to go to the island first.
That's where you wanted to go, right? The
yeah.
Revel's End?
They did say Rebel's End because I was in the bathroom and I listened to the stream.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. Classic Bob. Can't find the artwork here.
Yeah. Hey, Elias. You seemed pretty keen on visiting this place. Do you know who it is you're looking for?
Prisoner 237.
What is Prisoner 237's name?
I have information.
For them
I
or
believe-
from them?
Bellin told us. I think it's Prisoner 237 has information that could aid us in our quest. It is important that we speak to them before others.
So, nothing on a name?
I know no name, just number.
Has Lathander said anything about this mission to you?
Not directly.
All right, so there it
What
is,
kind?
everybody. I found the artwork here. When Angajuk comes up for breaks through the ice, you see this massive fortress built into the Ragged Glacier here. You can see into the cliffside. Revel's End. Now there is a dock, and there's a ship docked there. The ice is still pretty thick, but Angajuk can get you pretty close enough that you can make it towards that dock without having to worry about making checks or anything like that. All right?
Okay.
All right, so we've made it to Revel's End. You've befriended another creature of the wild, Angajuk, and we're going to end the stream here as we arrive at Revel's End. Now, Velen is going to wait outside, so next time when we get here, Velen's going to kind of sneak away and head off so that because she said she would be a problem for you all. She will kind of blow cover. She definitely will be recognized inside this place. Luke will come with you, for sure. And I think that's it. Her kobolds will stay with her. Anything I'm forgetting? Anything you're doing before you go in?
I pet one of the kobolds.
I'll cast Water Walk as a ritual.
Okay. Yeah, so you
wanna
cast
just
Water
be
Walk.
Clear.
Then we
with
can all just
everyone.
walk there. We don't need to stress about. I know you said we didn't have to make any tests, but just in
Yeah,
case.
no, don't cast Water Walk. You won't have to worry about that.
Oh, okay.
I don't want you to waste your spell. That's silly.
Well, I can cast it as a ritual. That was so I could cast it on the way.
Oh, okay. Then it's fine. All right.
I just
CJ?
want to clear up. So, are we infiltrating this place covertly, or are we just gonna like walk up to the front
We
door
are
and be like,
sauntering in.
I was just
"Hey,
going to bang on the
guys,
door.
We're here to interview prisoner 237. We're on the list. You should be expecting us." Or are we like, "Hey, we're just gonna like knock everyone out"?
Do we
Quote,
know-
unquote, knock everyone out? And then...
Do we know anything
Are
about
you?
this, Bob?
Or are you just gonna kill everybody?
Is this like a good prison? Was it like some?
Cause this is like a good.
Yeah, what history do we know about the prison? Other than it's just for wizards.
It's not just for wizards. It's some. I would say that Elias, you're the only one that knows much about this. If anybody else would like to make a history check, you can. But the information is going to be something that Elias probably knows as well. So Elias, I'll tell you what you know, and then I'll tell you the basic information. This is a prison set up by the Lord's Alliance. They're a faction in the south, especially from Waterdeep, who they try to, preserve the status quo, basically. They are wealthy, influential individuals, and anyone that they want to disappear goes here. Threats to society go here. Many people who have powerful magic are also sent here. And it's a very secure place, and it's supplied by the Lord's Alliance. So even though this is the winter, and ships are very far and few in between, they probably do have a lot of resources here.
Why don't they just kill people? Why do they put them in the prison?
Well, sometimes you can't kill people, right? Sometimes there's paperwork and there's red tape, and it ends up having to be... This is like the Guantanamo Bay.
It's like above the board, sort of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And are they?
So
So the kind of people they're putting away, is this like bad people, or like they're oil? They work for oil companies and they're putting away people that can make energy from water, that kind of person.
well, to be honest, it's probably
Bit
kind of
both.
a little bit of both. But the general, what you would understand is that they are people who have committed crimes. They have done terrible things.
Mhm.
Yeah. And now, Andrew, you probably know a little bit more about this place. You would know that there's some sort of a structure here. You've got people who decide who goes, who's up for parole. They decide things. There's like a council that does this, and some of the counselors are people that you maybe don't know directly, but people from your background would know.
Mhm. Any particular names I would know?
Yes, but I'm gonna tell you that off camera.
Okay.
Okay. All right. I think that's it. Anything else you want to do before you head in? You would know, though, that this is not... Like, you could approach it. It's not illegal, or... You can go. You may not be able to get what you want from this place, or at least not in the way that you want to get it, but it's not going to be... You're not sneaking in anywhere, necessarily.
I'll turn to Velen and I'll say, and what will you be doing while we're talking to this prisoner?
I will make camp, and I will be here, below the glacier. When you get the information from the prisoner, come back to me. I will meet you at the dock. What do you want Angajuk to do?
Oh, hey, Angajuk. I assume you got maybe other things to do while we're here. How can we get you to come back when we're finished?
Perhaps
Well,
quickly.
I can wait here for you.
That would be great, because if we need to leave quickly, we might need to leave quickly.
I'm gonna go hunt for some octopus, but if you would like to call me, like I've said, make a loud noise. I'll come.
All right. Maybe wait underwater too, so you don't draw too much attention.
Oh yes, I love being under the water.
Yeah,
Oh.
I liked it too. It was a lot of fun.
Did I ever get a chance to play with the magic hat that I got?
Oh
Figure
yeah,
out what it is. I need
it's a
to
hat
do
of
that.
disguise.
It's a hat of disguise?
Yeah.
Great. Good to know.
Yep. All right, so I think we're set. Rogal, is there anything you want to do? I know you were looking at the hat. Julius talked to Velen. Elias, you were telling the group what you... Well, I don't know what you told the group, but you tell them what you know about Revel's End.
I just sort of pet the kobolds, and I go up to one of them that looks particularly like whitish, and I go, "I shall call you Arbeatrix."
Even though his name is Dimitri.
Hey, Mr. Dimitri.
Yeah.
Like, all right, your new name is Arbeatrix.
Fair enough.
After
All right.
Ravel comes away from petting the kobolds, I go wash your hands. You don't know where that thing's been.
I like pat with my unwashed hands. I pat Edmund on the shoulder.
I
Gross.
look at Edmund and I say, "All right, Edward, let's go."
All right.
I would say what name that they had for you, Julius, but apparently they didn't have one for you.
They didn't. Nope. They were going on old information.
Except they knew that we killed the dragon.
Yeah, they
Oh,
heard.
They knew that I killed the
They
dragon.
knew that the three musketeers killed the dragon.
Realistically, they probably heard that. They probably heard the dragon, but
Right.
may not have even been in town. So, anyway, all right. Well, thank you to the YouTube chat sticking around tonight. We had actually a really good group in there tonight. Yeah, there we go. Yep, we had a lot of people in there tonight. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to like this video, and we'll got a lot of stuff coming up. We got Thursday's Keep on the Borderlands episode 2. Candlekeep Mysteries review, ranking, rating system, all coming out soon. And Icewind Dale, of course, next Tuesday. We'll see what happens at Revel's End.
Leave a comment. Tell me about how cool this shirt is.
Yeah, such a cool
Okay,
shirt.
actually, I do want to engage with the audience for a quick second. Am I crazy in that, like, I really do feel as though, like, we should not have killed those dudes. But leave me comment down below. Is Joey insane, or am I right?
There have
It's
been
okay,
many
everyone
Be
times.
evil.
Did Julius really lose his lust for blood?
Did anyone have not a lust for blood?
You're the only one, Rogal.
Jesus.
You're the only one.
I wasn't. It's not that I wanted to kill them.
You just did. Like,
It's that. But see, the problem is that
what is the problem? you
can
kill
only
them,
you can only
and
do
you murdered them.
you can only do non-lethal attacks with melee attacks, and I attacked at ranged
Oh.
and got a crit.
Seriously?
Seriously, magic and ranged attacks cannot be non-lethal.
Oh my God.
And I
Well-
seriously believe that if they were meant to survive, Lathander's blessing would have had them survive. I
Well,
put it in the hands of the god.
you know, that's another way to look at it, right? You put it in the hands of the god, and you can
Mhm.
wash your
Right.
hands of
And
any
he
anything.
struck them down.
Yep. The god sitting at the computer.
That's right. All right, everybody, we're sign off. Thank you again to the YouTube chat. Don't forget to leave your comment down below. Was Rogal correct? I feel like we asked that question quite a bit here. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you all on the tabletop. Good night, everybody. Say good night.
Good night,
Good night.
Yeah.
everybody.